Soki Chonam La Chanchu Pardu Dagni Kamsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Chola Penchir Sangye Lupasho Chedan Soki Chonam La Chanchu Pardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Chola Penchir Sangye Lupasho Chedan Soki Chonam La Chanchu Pardu Dagni Kapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Chola Penchir Sangye Drupasho.
Alright. Quick quiz.
Quiz time.
Master Chanakirti makes a comparison between a self-existent thing and a wheel. Please explain. This is the hardest one.
To point where's the start of the wheel?
Say that again.
To point where's the end of the wheel?
To point to where is the end of the wheel.
And you put inside it.
You can't find a place where the wheel starts or ends.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's the same with the self-existent thing. They don't start and end by themselves.
Yeah. That's it. If a thing existed in and of itself, it would be impossible that it could start us up, just so a wheel has no starting point or stopping point. And because we don't understand that, we're stuck in one. He says something like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna get
That's
that
very
tattooed.
good for your book somehow. I don't know. So, gang, somewhere you should talk. You should quote. You should footnote it or something.
Yeah.
It's a very valuable thing for the wheel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. What's this mean?
Maybe for a real short knives also.
Everybody except
Yeah,
this
yeah.
answer this. So then you look smart by me saying that. Then you can answer if you don't know.
No stop.
No.
What was the question?
Give you a hint. No, it's just this sexy,
yeah, that's a tough
super
one.
sexy word.
That's a tough one.
I'll give you guys all a hint. Gibson knew it previously.
Come on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice. I know, Impala. Remember? The fire wheel. Yeah, the fire wheel.
$500
Wake up.
for the Tibetan of the irrigation wheel.
What do you want?
The Tibetan of the irrigation wheel, which is the same as the Gilme corn.
Chew corn.
Nah, never mind. I don't remember it myself. No, I did just know. Sochin Korlo.
So chew.
Sochin. It's never nowhere else.
$500 for this.
Mind only school. Kiss myself.
Previously, Mr. One Mouth criticized the middle way's idea that when you dig and dig, you find that all things are illusion. What does he next accuse the middle way of saying you find?
This is cute.
Mr. One.
Yeah. This is the answer. That's, he accuses us of this very thing, which is right. We do say that.
Yeah. Well, there's just a specific, who said it? I heard it. Yes.
What is
yeah,
it?
Yeah, name only, the things exist in
Oh,
name
okay.
only. Now I'm very interested to know what I think the things exist in name only.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is he correct with his accusation?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Tibetan use here for name
You're
only?
handsome. Yeah.
So that's the, what'd you say? Yeah. Jotsam.
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah, did you say Taksam? Yeah. Sounded like Jotsam. Cool.
Or Tanya Taktam.
Tanya Taksam. But I don't think he said Tanya this time.
No, I think he said Taktam.
Yeah.
Or both, I think.
Yeah. He says Ming Sam also at some point. I according to Arya and Nagarjuna, what is something that we can, what? Oh yeah, what is something that we can call something that starts? It's getting a little Nagarjunian.
Whoa.
What is something that we can call something that starts?
Non-existent.
No, but you're on the right track. Just think about what Nagarjuna would say.
Killed on the tips of a rabbit hole.
Even simpler. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Whatever doesn't start from its own side.
Oh, very deep.
Yeah. So it's Nagarjuna.
Nice, that's good.
Tibetan for whatever doesn't start from its own side.
That's true. That was very sweet.
Huh?
You can call it starts as something that doesn't start from
He says it the other way around. He's like, whatever it is that doesn't start. He says what I'm about to ask you to see in the Tibetan, to say in Tibetan. And he says that's what we call something that starts.
Okay, you have whatever doesn't start is the answer.
Right. What's the Tibetan for whatever doesn't start from its own side? Then I'll reveal the rest of what you're asking. He says, yeah. Yeah, everybody got it. You guys are right. So this just came first in the verse. Rangshindu, ni, karmike. Whatever we call something that doesn't, whatever we call something that starts from its own side, doesn't start from its own side, is something that starts. He said that's what we call something that starts. Whatever is something that doesn't start from its own side, that's what we call something that starts. Okay, that's it. No, that was, you got all your sexy words.
Well, the only things that start are things that don't start.
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
I borrowed?
No.
They offer you
You answer correctly.
I graduate out of the mind-only school.
What is the name again? Can you repeat?
I graduated out of the mind.
water wheel.
No. Sochun. I believe it's Zio space C-H-U-N.
Okay,
Sochin.
Ki Korlo. I believe it's Zio space C-H-U-N space Korlo. But you can check. But there's the added advantage of that example. It's not so much that it goes fast and it seems like it's solid, which is the point of the fire one. The point is that the buckets get really banged around, which is us, going through the 6 realms. The point of that wheel is getting banged around a lot. We get banged around a lot. We are like old buckets. Boom, boom, like. All right, here we go. They die.
Take the plane ball.
I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to set you up, okay? Here we go. We finished it at the end of last class, which means you didn't hear it and you aren't aware of it. Rang Lukla, in our system, we just accept there are things which are deceptive, like red water, red liquids that look as if they are guava juice. But so we do accept just simple deceptive things that aren't what they look like. When we say deception, they ain't what they seem. They are not what they seem to be, okay? And there are many, many examples, right? He says, now, us guys, we can accept that some things aren't what they appear to be. We accept that, like juice or, you think someone's cheating you, but actually they're trying to send you money or something. We can accept those things, but we cannot accept the idea, kunzo,
Reality.
demba, yeah. Don't go calling that reality. We don't call it reality. We call it fake. We don't call it fake reality. Come on. I mean, you crazy? What's fake reality? Who says there's a fake reality? We do. Yeah. So they're accusing us. You can call some stuff as fake. It's not what it looks like. It's fake cheesecake birthday cake. And it's all non-gluten and no sugar. That's fake. I mean, we can accept that's fake. But it's not fake reality. Come on. It's not a fake real cake, you know. Come on. Okay, got it?
You said why people would translate it into worldly reality sometimes?
Conventional reality.
Well, that's a whole different thing. That's a completely different thing.
Oh.
And that's like what the world says is real. And generally, Nagarjuna will say, Nagarjuna has this famous thing, I like farmers. Whatever farmers say exists, I also say exists. It's very famous. He said, I like farmers. If a farmer says it exists, you can say Nagarjuna says it exists. Okay, deceptively. Okay, but he doesn't say that out loud. Okay, so the guy said, don't give me this fake reality stuff. Fake, I understand, but don't talk about fake reality. Okay, then we say, here comes our answer finally after like 6 classes on this other guy's viewpoints, which we still don't understand, to be honest. I mean, we're making progress, but it's going to take more time to polish it. Okay. Or translate that much. Tene mayan.
Then it's not that way.
Tene.
The way.
At all. And you have to say it like that.
At all.
It ain't that way at all. Okay? Tene means it ain't that way at all. And you have to go like, all. Okay? Tene means that. Tene means it means you've been wronged badly in the monastery. What he did was totally unacceptable. Totally. Totally. Okay. So it's totally ain't that way. It totally ain't that way. Okay. Let's take small pieces. Like it's a hard piece of toast and okay, so you have the Wambo Druk. Yeah, the 6 senses, including the thought, okay? And very importantly, they are nipa mepa.
They're not messed up.
Yeah, they are unaffected. You're not drunk, you're not crazy, you're not super jealous of your husband, and you see something, it's there. Okay? Nipa mepe Wambo Truki Sunyo.
Their object.
Yeah, the object that they are holding on to. Okay, the object that they are kepto, in Latin, I guess. Sumda, visible stuff. By the way, here's a perfect place to translate it as visible stuff because it's followed by sounds.
Visible things.
If it's followed by sounds, then suk should almost always be translated as visible form. If it's one of the 5 heaps, okay, form. If it's opposed to mind, okay, physical.
Right.
But if it's opposed to what you hear, it's what you see. And translate it that way.
That's
Don't
what
blindly translate it all as form. Okay?
What you see, what you hear.
Yeah, good. When you are not drunk and not crazy, what you see and what you hear when you are not drunk and not crazy. Mapa rangluk.
Middle way system.
Yeah, in our rangluk, why is he so hung up on rangluk? The guy just said, here, look, rangluk la.
Oh, yeah, right.
In our system, he says, well, in our system. And we're like, well, in our system, which is the holy middle way. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. He didn't say that. Well, in our umaranglu, yeah, in our kind of, you can say that. I don't mind if you add that. That stuff which is seen by your eyes and ears, and you're not drunk, you're not crazy, you're not sick, that is
Deceptive reality.
fake reality. Yay! Okay. He's supposed to say, that's the real stuff. But our guy says, that's fake reality. Fake reality. You should be like, what? Here we go.
Oh, we knew it was coming. Chik temping Lord Tom Tempa Tom.
Yeah, that one, because I had trouble with it. I had trouble.
Ordinary rule takes this as a rule.
Yeah, the ordinary rule says, and again, I don't want to use ultimate hearing. Because it's as opposed to fake. It's as opposed to fake. So be open to the translation of Dendampa as real, really real. Okay.
The real thing.
Yeah. Now that's real. Okay. If what is it? Seeing is knowing, or show me state. Yeah, seeing is believe me. Yeah. I mean, I saw it. It's real. Okay. So okay, I admit that to normal people's perceptions, jiktenbengor,
That's real.
you know, that's real. If they see it with their eyes, if they hear it with their ears, if they taste it with their tongue, I admit that's what normal people call real. But now, very beautiful sentence here, very sensitive. Na den nang yekyang den bao nyampa me. Stop me. Stop at me. What's that mean?
It means if after seeing emptiness directly.
Yeah,
after
an arya, an emptiness direct seer, right after they saw emptiness directly, then nang.
it appears as
Yeah,
if it were real.
things still appear as if the pen is coming this way, but they still have that mental, it's still looking to them, it still looks to them like it's self-existent, but
They can think to themselves it's not that way.
they never think, Demba o nyam.
They never think that way.
It's real, yeah. Does it appear to them as real? Yeah. Do they ever say it's real?
Nope.
No, therefore it's
Fake.
fake reality.
Yeah,
Fake
Fake
reality.
reality.
Yeah, okay. And because of they don't think of it as real, that can only be established as being, by them, by their perceptions, as being kunzo.
Deceptive.
And never anything else. Some, okay? Never anything else. It's all fake. They know it's fake, but they can't see it that way. Okay? Keep going.
Pakpana ki kyandeni ki namiye chepa na te ta kunso denpa kelempa yinte eludru shin deta na.
Yeah. Papanam ki kyang. Oh, is there a therefore just before that? No. Okay.
So even by those arias,
Yeah. They make this namye
they make this division amongst the two.
into
between
two
the
realities.
Mhm.
They make a division into two realities. And they accept that the one reality
There's a fake reality.
is kunso demba. Okay?
Even Nagarjuna.
Yeah. And they just follow Nagarjuna. Just like Nagarjuna. Okay. Why did he mention Nagarjuna? Because Nagarjuna wrote the book we're studying. Okay. Detana.
Tetana papang tenzin chentu gyoro shen.
Yeah. What's it say?
Then some people might say that even that the Aryas are also holding to
Yeah.
reality.
Things as real.
Things as
What's the Detana mean?
thus or
No.
if it were that way.
Yeah, if it were what way?
That things, that they're not real.
Yeah. No,
I mean, that they,
Well,
I want to hear J-Top.
that after the direct perception of emptiness, things appear to them as being real.
Yeah, okay. Even though that's the case. Well, no, now look, I made an important note to myself here. End of Ranglug.
oh no.
Here. Ludupshin, okay?
Right. Just like
It's just like Ludupshin, okay? You gotta stop there because now somebody says something crazy. Okay? And he doesn't alert you, he doesn't prepare you. You just have to figure it out, okay? Then the guy comes and makes another objection, okay? But it's not announced. He just makes another objection. Detana, well, if it's true that after seeing emptiness directly, they still see things deceptively, then I think even Aryas
holding to things as if
believe that things are real. Okay, believe that things are real. Because they still see them that way. Okay? He accuses us. Okay? Now, a very deep response by us, and it's one that I understand the words, but I think you have to chew on it. I think you have to think about it. Okay, here we go.
Robert Chenla Trashe Sakpa Dokpe Sat Kimitla Chashe Nanga
Nang,
Ka
nang pause, kalaga.
Kalaga.
Yeah.
Should I keep going?
Yep.
Kunso Tempa Tokpe Chir Tsumpa Gyumatapur Tokpa Yinki Dempar Kelang Nigoso.
Okay, good. Now he gives an answer to those guys who say, oh, those artists must be taking things as real. If it looks real to them after they saw emptiness directly and they went back to cooking in the kitchen or something, then things supposedly according to scripture, things still look real to them afterwards if they go in the kitchen and start cooking again. Okay. Karma Rabri Mami don't give us a Milan Lo Dantindabu Duje. Yeah, it's the second of the 9 examples at the end of the Diamond Cutter Sutra. What is that?
Cataract.
Yeah, cataract. By the way, it means an eye problem, and it's more scratches on the cornea. It's more like you scratched your eyeball. And so you have 2 lines. They call floaters. I went to the doctor. I keep seeing these things floating around. He says, oh, that is stuff in the back of your eye. It's floating around. And what's interesting is he says, wait 2 weeks. Something broke off inside the eye and it's floating around. And after 2 weeks, your mind is going to cancel that. The mind filters it. It's very interesting. It's still floating around, but the mind filters it. And I don't see them anymore. You know, they're called floaters. Okay. So anyway, the point is that you have a scratch on your eye. Okay, that's not a cataract. Cataract is where your eye's covered by a white skin, and you can't see. That's not the point in Madhyamaka. The point in Madhyamaka is that someone scratched your eye.
Should we maybe change this translation of cataract?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, yeah. We should. It's really a scratch on the eye. Okay, here we go. Rub their chin.
Someone who has it.
Good. Someone who has a scratch on their eye. They will tokpa without an S.
They will think.
They will imagine
The
wrongly.
hair in the sink.
Yeah, zak means fell down. It's a very heavy tantric word. When the white substance zaks out of the body. Drip. It means drip out, literally. What's that?
Flaming and dripping.
Yeah, banzak. Yeah. Tashe means
Sink.
no. That's a piece of hair.
Oh.
Okay, the she means a piece of hair. Okay, tashe. So, a guy with a scratch in his eye looks at the sink and says, and he tries to clean it because,
Thinks there's a hair in it.
especially me and JB, you're like, ah man, I lost some more hair, and you're scrubbing at it and it doesn't go away. Okay, so that's an illusion, right? The hair already fell out anyway. Radhachen Natasha Zappa Tope, they imagine that a hair fell down onto the sink, okay? Kazaki Mikla.
To the perception of the person.
Now this is tricky. You have to say Tashe Nang
Whatever.
Kalaga.
Whatever appears is hair.
It has to look like that?
Kala means why on earth?
Oh. Why on earth?
Why should it have to look like
Yeah. Why do you insist that a hair in the sink is appearing
that? Yeah,
to a guy who has a scratch on his eye and thinks the hair is in the sink?
yeah, right.
Why do you I'll say it again. Why do you insist that a hair must be making its appearance as if you were the half eggshell thing or something? I don't know. To the eye, if you see if you think you see a hair in the sink, why do you insist that a hair must be appearing to that eye? Maybe the eye is scratched. Okay, why do you insist that a hair must be appearing to him? Okay, okay. Now, yeah, but my mind I couldn't handle it. I was like, well, what? How does it really apply to this guy's arguments? My mind just kind of shrank away from it. I couldn't get it.
Isn't it because he's saying why would you consider an aria of seeing, of believing things exist the wrong way just because they're seeing things the wrong way?
Yeah.
It's like a.
They know.
Just
Okay.
They know they're seeing things just like somebody.
Okay, so
just like you know.
that must be true because Aryas see it that way, even though they don't think that, they still see it that way. Well, okay, you know
see it. But it doesn't mean that now you have to call that hair true.
Well, it doesn't mean a hair is appearing to your eye.
You're right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, yeah,
Okay.
I understand
Yeah,
what
the hair is not doing
Doesn't
anything
mean that a
else.
strand is there.
The hair is not number tepa, right?
Right. That's right.
The hair's not sending messages to your eye.
Right.
Okay.
So the aria knows that.
So you gotta pause after the nang and before the ka. Teta nang, kalaga. It's weshama. You know what? You know, yeah. Kalaga means why you have to believe that? Why you have to say that? Okay. Now here we go. He's gonna nail it down. Kudzo.
Yeah, we read it.
Oh, demba tope chir. Because it talks with an S. Okay, and if you're gonna teach the verb talk to your students, this is a great sentence because it has both talk without an S, which means to imagine there's a hair in the sink, and then talk with an S, which means they realize there's something funny about reality.
Yeah, because it realizes it is deceptive reality?
Yeah, because that it's not what it appears to be in plain English, okay? It's not what it appears to be in plain English. Chir Zumba. And in that sense, they topa with an S. They realize that all these things are false, that they resemble a magic show where you think you see a rabbit, but it's just the guy's, I don't know, sister. Yin ki means but just because you see something as kunzo demba, doesn't mean you have to kelen that it's demba. Cool? Yeah. You can perceive that something is deceptive reality without saying it's real. It's reality. When we say deceptive reality, we just mean to a deluded state of mind. And that's the definition of deceptive reality in the higher school. It's deceptive to a deluded state of mind. Is it kunzo demba to a Buddha? It is, but it's not kunzo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, no, that's an interesting.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's trying to fool us, but it's not fooling us. We can still call it fake reality. Mm-hmm. It's trying to lie to us, but we don't. We can still call him a liar. We can still call him a deceiver, even if I didn't believe him. Okay, something like that. All right. Again. Say again?
Then there would have to be something on the object.
Yeah, right. Okay, by the way, he's about to say something similar to what you just said. Here we go. Jike. Te. This is a very hard sentence, and I cracked it, but it makes me scared because I almost didn't crack it, which means I would have read it a different way. Jika mawa te means someone who talks like the way you just talked. Someone who talks the way you just talked, okay? Someone who talks that way. Jika mawa te, subject of the sentence, okay? You're the one who believes, Kelen, that if something is fake reality, it has to be real. You're the one who has this problem. We're comfortable with using the word fake reality about all this stuff because it fools an untrained person. Okay? But you're the one who's insisting that if something is fake reality, it must be real. Okay, you're the one with this problem. We're comfortable with calling it fake reality, and we don't believe it's real. Okay, because it lies to untrained people. Let's say it that way. Even a good pen understander will understand it's just lying to them. Okay, and Kelambe. Therefore, Chijilok the man.
What you're saying is backwards.
Yeah, you're completely wrong, you dude. Okay, you're complete. Don't ask me where the dude is, Gibson. Yeah, or you can say truth.
They have a Gundam
That's not the point here. He's been objecting in these 2 pages to calling it Kunzob Demba. He says, call it Kunzob Tsam. He wants to call it Kunzob Tsam. Call it just a lie. But please don't call it a truth which is lying to you. That's uncomfortable for me. And it is uncomfortable. Okay? All right. Therefore, there's the S. Therefore, Chinchi lok to me, referring to the last mawa. Past tense. What?
GK?
Yeah, what you've said is completely ass backward wrong. I mean, what you say is wrong. Okay, got it? Now, I have an slight objection to this apostrophe S here. This one here, you know. Before kyaba, we normally say S, okay? Kunzob demba yena, dembe kyab. Okay? But, and I checked the carving and it's obviously bai. And it's allowed sometimes for very heavy logicians. It's our guess. Yeah, it's allowed. Yeah. This necessity, that. Okay, something like that. So it's allowable, but it's inconvenient for a foreigner trying to translate you, Mr. Gyaltsab J. Okay, here we go.
Low take top. Ki senshi tumonwa. Killing fe tunche ke lang so shina.
I believe he's saying, yeah. What he's saying is something like, if 2 people see it the same way, it's usually real. And this refers to people you don't like. Okay? You know, and you go to Vivian and say, you know, do you like Gibson? And she says, no. And she says, yes, he's a nice boy. And then I say, yeah, but Jenny and me agree he's not. So, you know, I can tell you 3 people who think he's not a nice boy. Then, I don't know why, in our life, if 2 people in your office have the same viewpoint, it's supposed to be real, you know. Oh, Geshe, I'm having trouble with this person, but listen, nobody else likes them either. That's supposed to prove that they're bad, but nobody else likes them either. Well, maybe everyone else is crazy too. Okay. So anyway, here, lo de daki yu kitsenshi. Let's take, I don't know, blue, okay? Something you can point to, something real you can point to as the object of these states of mind, If that senshin is tumowa, kelen, if it is accepted by 2 parties, then che kelang so, then it's the real thing. It's a real thing, okay? Yeah, and I went and got, I think I did cut it out for you actually. Where's Mr. Nick?
Is this a more updated version, or is this something you cut out of?
I just cut it out, so I don't know if that's more updated, but
The last one I have is from the 17th, so like 6 days ago.
I put it here. Oh, I cut that out before. Okay, I forget what it proved. It's before. Oh, this was Tawa Makoe concept. Tawa Makoe concept. See, it's messy. Someone corrected the woodblock. Somebody cut out an S or something here. See? And then when you correct a woodblock, you put ... When you cut something out of a woodblock. So somebody corrected this woodblock to Tawa Makoe concept, okay? And we had it above. Here, okay? It was Tawe Go Wa. And we corrected to Tawa Makoe. Because whoever did the woodblock corrected it. And they were right. So you see how it had an S here? There was an S here. And like 200 years ago, somebody cut it out, but they didn't cut it out of all of them, all the carvings. Okay, you can see that you can anticipate there's another wrong carving.
And this is the backup scan. This is not the one that are.
Yeah, and I support this guy. Whoever it was, he was a good carving fixer. Okay, but that's not what we're on now. Where are we?
Teda Kyange right there.
Yeah. Lo Dedaki Yud Senshi. So if something is accepted by two parties, then that's reality. That's the real thing. Dun Che. That thing is a real thing. Okay? Yeah. But if they disagree about it, right? If an Arya says it's not what it looks like, then you can't call it reality. Okay? If it's reality, it must be accepted as reality by all parties. That's real reality. But you guys, you know, that's what reality is. But you guys say differently. You say two people can see it in a different way, and it's still reality. And Arya can see it's not what it seems to be. Someone else, a Chiba, can see it as wrong way. And there's a discrepancy about the way two people see it. So we can say there's some fakeness going on. Something going on. But if two people see it the same way, that's reality. So if it's reality, the Arya and the non-Arya should see it the same way. If it's reality. Because that's what reality means. Reality means that multiple people confirm it's that.
Well, we didn't get that far yet, right? Like right now he's.
We're touching on it. We're going that way. Yeah, yeah.
Just making sure. Because right now it's Kajik saying the other, he's saying if it's accepted.
Yeah, this is a kachik, shena.
Then we'll come back and
Yeah.
smash
If
it.
it's true, both parties must accept it as true. But you just described the case where the Arya sees it one way and the non-Arya sees it a different way. And then you called it reality. That's not reality. There's a discrepancy about the way two people see it. That's what it means when you say it seems to be, but it's not. When you say discrepancy or kunzo, deception, it's not what it seems to be, but someone has to tell you. That's not a snake, it's a rope. You see, it depends on another report. So truth means that both reports are the same. Deception means somebody comes and tells you, look, it's just a rope. It takes two to tango. But sometimes the whole world's wrong about the rope, right? Okay, all right. Now here we go. Go. Tsamyinki. You guys can do this if you take your time. You know, buckle down and do it. Okay, you guys can do it. Even these things exist only in words, only in name. But, okay, if it weren't that way, then in Sikso, which is called, nice, clear verses, it says, now listen, the Dun Dampa of the Jikten is the Kunzo for the Pakpas.
Right, the ultimate for the world in the worldly way is deceptive for Aryas.
But now we're going to translate it as Dun Dampa as.
What's real?
Yeah. What's real for normal people is fake for Aryas. Wow, sexy. Yeah, what the world says is real is exactly what the Arya says fake. Okay.
To say anything otherwise would be illogical?
According to you, that statement would be wrong. Because for it to be real, they'd both have to say the same thing. Right. There would have to be independent confirmation of two parties. But there's not. Okay. So the ayahs must be saying it's fake, or the real must be saying it, the world must be saying it's fake, or the ayah must be saying it's real, or you don't have both parties saying the same thing, and that's what it means to have a discrepancy. One person has to believe it's snake, and the other person has to believe it's a rope. Then you have a discrepancy. Okay, got it? Yeah. Now I went to look in Siktel where he said that, and my conclusion was all the ones below are not very conclusive, and this needs more work. And I'm not sure it's worth.
Breaking your face.
Not yet. It's not ready yet. Okay.
This is the closest from Sita that you found?
Well, I found a bunch of them.
What?
I assume you searched the Tengir and not just the symbol?
Yeah, here's Siktel.
Okay.
Okay. So this is Siktel itself.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, these are all words that you would expect to find constantly.
according to the world it exists,
And like,
but according to ayahs it doesn't.
yeah, but that's not
And
what
you know, it's not that strong.
No, it's not.
And then I said, or? I really tried hard, okay? And I just, then I said, must be this, and then later I said, I think not. So cancel it. I'm not satisfied. Let's leave it for now. I don't want you to read a bunch of stuff that's not the correct quotation, okay?
I mean, it could be useful for, if it comes down to it, I suppose we just think about that.
Yeah, we could
Be
say,
here or there.
yeah, but I'm not satisfied. By the way, when he quoted Chandakirti, it wasn't very close either. Okay.
More understandable.
It was more understandable, and he used it in the same verse, so we took it. Yeah. Or just before the same verse. Okay. Please read. Tanyepe.
Tanyepe tsema shi shal cha yang chi pa nam ki denpa shen yang tani ki nam ye la kepe so so kye wo tang hakpa nam ki tsumpa sikpe tsumpa me pe chi shiman drupe kinela.
Yeah. Taneki tsema.
Ordinary adult perception.
Yeah, like a nominal,
Conventional about
conventional perception, meaning not what?
direct.
Not the direct perception of emptiness. Okay. So, normal world perceptions. She.
Four kinds.
Yeah, and we went through them.
We did a couple times in this book.
The three kinds of convention, indirect, and the one kind of direct. Okay. By the way, it doesn't just mean indirect. It can also refer to direct as one of the four. Then three of the four are indirect. Okay. Shaljayang, Chibanamki.
Kids.
Even though the people who didn't see emptiness, Shen means believe strongly. They're very attracted to the idea that these are real. Good. But if you're someone who is kepa
Wise.
about the yewa into dembanyi,
Two realities.
good. And then he says something very beautiful. Whether you're a sosokewa or a papa.
Whether you're a social KO or an Arya.
Yeah, it means if you're well trained in the pen, you can detect the emptiness.
That's cool.
Okay? If you are well trained in the pen, you are still a non-Arya, but you're a master of the division into two realities. You are still a master. So that's kind of encouraging sentence. Okay? You can be a person who hasn't seen emptiness directly yet and still have a very correct understanding of the two realities. Okay? Which is intellectual understanding because you have a good explanation. Okay, Papan Soso Kewantang, Papa Nam Zumba Sipe, but they see these things, people who are well versed in these ideas, who have come to many translation classes, okay, they perceive that these things are Zumba.
Lies.
They are lying to you. And what's significant about the word to see here?
Seek.
Yeah, he has applied a high honorific to a
Aria.
Chiba.
Oh no, it does.
Kids.
Wait, isn't it here, Lama? Pakpanam Ki.
Yeah, no. It's normal people and Aryas
Oh, so
who are masters of the division into two realities.
Hamathri,
Seek.
yeah,
And Gyaltsab Jay's he's like bowing down to
to Sosokilos.
non-Aryas who got it, who understood the pen. Well, he's like, he uses the Buddha word he doesn't say tong to see. He uses seek, like Chenrei seek, avalokiteshvara, avalokita, to seek, okay, to see. He uses the high word, even for tantric deity, for a person who understands the pen well. Okay. Yeah, it is cool. And because they see it that way, in reality, okay, here, it lies, L-I-E-S, to lace, as lies. Okay? It is a lie. Okay? Zimba nepeche. Because they are lying, they see it, and it's lying to us, but don't make the mistake of saying Shimadrup.
There's nothing, right?
Yeah, it don't exist at all. Shidup, Yapa, Shelja, Sheja, Dunchik.
Synonyms for existence.
Yapa, Sheja, Shelja, Shidupa, Dunchik. So if you don't know his text, you won't understand that Shidup is a synonym for Yapa.
An existing thing.
Okay, good? So what's he saying here in this last line?
That just because it's perceived as a lie by Sosokilos and Pakpas doesn't mean that it's something that doesn't exist.
At all.
At all.
Yeah. Don't accuse us
There's no problem.
of saying something doesn't exist at all. We just said it lies to you. We didn't say it doesn't exist. You go stand out in front of a deceptively existing car and it breaks your leg, that's real. Got it? So he says, don't accuse us of saying nothing exists. We're not saying that. We're just saying it's not what it looks like. We didn't say the husband doesn't exist in the kitchen at all. We just said he's not what he looks like. Okay, got it? Therefore, he's not what he looks like reality. I mean, the first husband, not the second.
1 minute left.
Let's keep going fast.
Kantak uma pala helen yeme pe yeshe
Shechedu.
tu lujrup ki teta drupo she mawa nam ki drupe nam ye ma te na te.
Yeah, I want to take my translation down there because it's really funny. It's very Gyaltsab Jay. Okay, let's read this because it's a fun way to leave the text today, and everybody's tired and okay. Kanda, I'll just translate. Okay, anybody.
Who accepts the middle way?
No, anyone who takes as evidence of the statement that the Madhyamaka schools have no position at all, take no position at all, okay? Because they say nothing exists, so how can they have a position? Okay, so anyone who believes that middle way is saying nothing exists or you shouldn't take a position, and as proof of that, Sheje, as proof of that, they say, Shemawa, Nagarjuna said so. Okay? Tetar Tupo, Ludubki Tetar. Nagarjuna spent all his effort to prove that Madhyamaka means we don't accept anything. Or we accept that nothing exists. Who said that? Your own main guy. Who? Nagarjuna. He said nothing exists. Okay? Anybody who thinks that this book by Nagarjuna is proof that Nagarjuna thought that nothing existed, okay, got it? It would be a better thing if they didn't get into Dumta.
Right.
Okay, what's it mean?
They shouldn't study private philosophy.
Yeah, it would be, Ze means beautiful. Yeah, no, it would be a much sweeter world if they avoided philosophy.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's Gyaltsab J. That's very Gyaltsab J. It would. He even uses the word beauty, which is very unusual. It's not a usual word. He says it would be gorgeous. How do you say? Muy guapa. If they didn't touch philosophy. If these guys stayed out of the room, that would be muy guapa. Muy más guapo? Muy guapo.
Hermosa.
Oh, yeah, hermosa. Mucho?
Hermosísima. Super chula.
Muy hermosa. It would be gorgeous if these guys didn't mess around with philosophy. Let them stay home. Got it? Those guys who say that Nagarjuna's statements prove that the middle way believes that you shouldn't accept anything at all. Those guys, you know, I would really appreciate it if you just stay home. Don't mess with our books, honey.
Was he now friends? Didn't you want to get your crown done?
Oh, me? I am running to get my crown. Yeah, I would have missed it. Stopped here, 9:23. Okay. All right. It's such a... I was reading, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, that's so funny. Okay, it'd be better if they didn't try to get... Okay, you got it. Okay. Yeah, by the way, technically it says, it'd be better if they didn't get into the business of trying to distinguish between the schools of philosophy. Okay, all right. Okay. Shibuki Chunshi Medo Chami Rami Shi Ninde Gembali Sange Shindu Mite Uwa Hiro Kunanda Shila Chubasho Irang Guru Radha Mandala Kanya Dayami
Thank you, Geshe.
Yes. It's cute, huh? Yay. Awesome day. Fei Chang Pia Liang. Busu. Fei Chang Pia Liang. If you didn't talk about philosophy, okay? That's what he said to the other guy. Fei Chang Pia Liang. If you don't come in this room, okay? Very funny guy, that Geshe. He's a very nice guy. Take your crap home.